For the ladies, you would have put the buttonholes on the other side, which would make it, ladies' shirts are right over left. There's my shirt stroke jacket. I wonder if... I had some buttons, but they might look a bit too feminine, so I think I'll have to look for something else. But there it is anyway. Finished product. Well, almost finished. I just got to put the buttons on it now. But I think those are too feminine for it. But nevertheless, I could show you exactly what it would look like. Gives you an idea. How's that? As you can see, I decided to put the breast pockets on. Makes it a little bit more interesting. So all it needs now is a good old ironing and put the buttons on, stitch the buttons on, and that's finished. And then I'll make the trousers, and then we'll have a complete suit. Before I start making this trousers, I'm going to show you another little tip. Right here in front of me I have the pattern still on the front of my trousers. Now this is the front. Now what I've done here is before cutting out the pattern, added on a little extra piece at the front of the trousers, which is where the zip goes on. Here. What I've done is, instead of cutting this bit separate, I've left it so that it's in one piece, so it's a nicer finish. But also, what I'm going to show you today is on the pattern, there are some lines here which shows you the front here where you do this stitching here after you've done the zipping. At the front of the trousers you see this little star there. Normally to get that straight is a bit difficult. So what I'm going to show you today is if we leave the pattern on the fabric, bearing in mind if your fabric can take it, because wool doesn't show this print, but if you use something like this with charcoal inside it, it's this nice little device. This is used for so many different things. One, this you use to adjust your patterns, to make your patterns larger and smaller. So you're grading your patterns up and down. You move it. So you follow the outline of the pattern, and that's what you do. And on this you can see some jagged little edge there. There's two types. There's one with a metal piece and this one's plastic. So today I'm going to remove this bit here. Just use this, and it's almost like tracing I'm going to press hard on the top part of my pattern, so this will press through to the fabric and leave the mark, and then when I'm sewing I will use that as a guideline to stitch that. So here you will wheel it on the top of the pattern, and the imprint of this will go through to the pattern. Not only has it gone through to the top one, it's also gone through to the bottom one. I only need one, but there is, so for left or right, for men on the right and women on the left, it's there. And this marking that I've done, it will easily come out when you're ironing, no problem. So that is just a little tip before I start. And now we're going to go ahead now to start making the trousers. There we are, you can see already laid out on my table, and now I am going to stitch the back and the front of the trousers. You do not stitch two fronts or two backs together. Now, in that I mean, because it's already done up, you think, okay, let me stitch underneath the crotch here first, and the same with the other one, and then stitch the side of the trousers. You don't. When you're making trousers, you put one back together and one front, and then stitch it accordingly. And I'm going to do that now and show you exactly what I mean. Here we have another example as well. I've got a dart in my the back of the trousers. So instead of using this butterfly attempt, I'll use this little wheel what I just showed you, and I'll imprint the darts so it goes through both the fabrics, and there's also a pocket at the back here. We'll do the same, use this and wheel it along, and there, both sides. Can you see that? Can you see that? Both sides, it's there. Along with my tailor's chalk as well. Now, because that's already there, I will separate the trousers. So I've got one back that way and one there. And I will do the same with the front. I'll take off the front, bearing in mind I haven't forgotten, I haven't sorted out my pockets yet. I will do that in a sec. So I'm just showing you. And that's the way the trousers are going to be stitched. There's a back and a front. Once I put my pocket in, we'll stitch down the side, and then we'll stitch down the side of the legs, and that's how it is. So I'm going to get it in that position now. Here we have the pockets for the trousers. They're unusual. It's all in one. We've got the back and the front. As you can see here, we've got some guidelines here where to place the fabric to show the pockets, the fabric, main fabric of the pocket. So we're going to remove this now from here, and we're going to open it up because we've got two pockets. So we're going to open it up, and I'll show you on one first. So one goes there of the pocket. Notice I've overlocked this section here. There's no need to fold it to make it even bulkier. When you're ironing it, you will see it. So that's adequate enough. So we put both of those on our pockets like that, and we'll do the same with the other pocket, and then we're going to stitch this down like that. So I'll do that for you now, and then I'll come back to this point.